Minecraft is the biggest video game on planet Earth, as most people know, and leading most of the success are Minecraft's multiplayer servers, hosted by pretty much anyone and everyone that wants to make one. For over a decade now, huge servers have come and gone, bringing new ideas and players to the game, and becoming very successful in the process. In recent years, the largest servers have traded places again and again, but there are some household names that will never be forgotten. Hypixel, Mineplex, and MC Central dominate the minigame space, with 2B2T being simultaneously the most famous and most infamous survival server of all time, known for its complete anarchy. Even for foreign players, GoMHD and Timolia have climbed to the top of the German server ranks. All these servers have two very important things in common. First, they are massive multiplayer networks that host anywhere from a few thousand to over 200,000 players at a time. And secondly, every single one of these servers was just shut down. For nearly a week now, a mysterious group has managed to send millions of players out of the largest servers in the largest game of all time, causing concern and confusion throughout the entire Minecraft community. But where did they come from? Why are they doing this? How are they succeeding? And most importantly, when is it going to be over? I mean, I just want to play some Bed Wars, man. Well, a lot of that is still a mystery, but in today's episode of Minecraft Uncovered, we're going to dive into what might be the biggest Minecraft cyber attack of all time. But before we get into that, let's take a moment to talk about something very important, because this video is sponsored by Frag Pro Shooter, one of the best shooter games of 2020. Yeah, that's right, baby, we're sponsored. You didn't expect it, I didn't expect it, but here we are. Now, usually I don't accept sponsorships because I don't always like what's being advertised, but I've sank probably 20 hours into Frag this week alone, proof in the background of the video, and it is genuinely my favorite mobile game at the moment. How does it work? Simple. Destroy the enemy's bunkers and towers as quickly as possible before they do the same to you. There's over 90 characters to collect and build your own deck of fighters, here is mine, and they're always adding more. There's also 4 different game modes for you to absolutely wreak havoc in, being Battle, Payload, 2v2, and Street Frag, my personal favorite being the classic Battle mode. The game is completely free to play, super fun and easy to get into, and really popular too, with over 70 million players total and over 1 million players active every day, so you'll never have to wait for a game. And not only is the game awesome, but you can also get free exclusive rewards by clicking the link in the description, even if you've already started playing, and while you're at it, consider joining my clan Cure. It helps Frag out, it helps me out, and you get a banger of a third-person shooter on your phone. So, what are you waiting for? I've done all I can do, I've said all I can say, the game is good. So go forth and shoot things. Now, back to the video. It all started on June 15th, when Hypixel started to experience some serious issues with lag. This was pretty quickly attributed to a DDoS attack, but nothing much was really thought of it. Hypixel has been DDoSed many times in the past, so no one really batted an eye until the server crashed. They managed to get it back up, but over the next few days, not only would the issue persist on Hypixel, but it would spread to many other servers. I've already listed the largest ones, but Bed Wars Practice, Windcraft, Purple Prison, Ghostly, Anti-AC, MC Prison, Blocks MC, Cytuxian, MC Play, and more have also suffered from these attacks. Naturally, this sent everyone into a panic. Players panicked about their favorite servers shutting down. Server owners panicked about saving their networks, researchers panicked about figuring out who was behind the attacks, and others like myself panicked about pretty much all of that and more. While things are slowly returning to normal with many of these smaller servers back online now, Hypixel and Bed Wars Practice are still down for maintenance, 2B2T is down entirely, and GoMHD seems like it's flickering back and forth between online and offline every few minutes now. Whoever is behind this is very dedicated and very powerful, but that's another very good question. Who is doing this? Well, that's not something we can say for sure at the moment. There are a few theories on who might be behind the attacks, but before I get into that, I want to make it very clear that I do not want you to go attack or witch hunt these people. Right now, this is completely speculation, and it would be a disaster if everyone were to harass and blame innocent players. With that being said, it's still important to me to include the current theories going around, so let's discuss. The first theory that got really big was that this was the work of anti-pay-to-win groups, essentially players that don't like unfair business practices on Minecraft servers. YouTubers like Salsy1, The Horizon, and many more would be part of this community, and naturally would have quite a lot of followers to help them achieve their goals. But I personally don't believe this is the work of any of these groups for a lot of reasons. For starters, I've seen their server raids, and they're barely powerful enough to take down even one of these servers at all, much less taking down 20 of them for several days. And on top of that, most of these servers aren't pay to win. They're following Mojang's EULA to the best of their ability. So to me, this theory is completely off the table. The other big name I've seen come up is The Walking Bear, a Twitter account that seems to be taking credit for many of these attacks. Their tweets do line up with the time that these servers go down, and they've even included videos of them taking the servers down. But I have my doubts about this group as well. Firstly, a lot of the servers that were shut down seem to have never even been mentioned on this Twitter account. Bed Wars Practice and Windcraft are the biggest examples. You would think that if they really care about taking these servers down, they would at least take credit for all of their successes, but that clearly isn't the case. Secondly, the videos are honestly almost comical to me. To think that you'd be able to take down 20 of the largest Minecraft servers of all time through a few basic command line scripts is, optimistic to say the least. And lastly, I can't find literally any reason for them to do any of this. They didn't put out a motif or an explanation, just a few tweets in Roadman speak and some desktop recordings with UK drill music playing in the background. So while this group might look like a more likely culprit, I'm personally not convinced we've found whoever's actually behind this. Unfortunately for us, the rest of the theories are all over the place. I've been told that the attacks were carried out by random people on Discord and Twitter, with pretty much no evidence to back any of them up. So for now, this will have to stay a mystery. But there's still one question that remains to be answered. When will Hypixel and all the other servers come back? Even with just a fraction of the affected servers still being offline, hundreds of thousands of players have been scattered across the Minecraft community, causing chaos, lag, and crashing on other servers, even if they were never actually targeted by the attackers. I mean, I staff on Manicube, and just parkour alone must have increased in player count by at least 20%. So clearly there are a lot of players that want or need to get back onto their favorite servers, and the patience of the masses is quickly depleting. But I'm here to reassure you that you don't have to worry, it'll all be over soon. As I already mentioned, most of the smaller servers have come back up or will be coming back up soon after they talk to their hosts. But Hypixel, 2B2T, and GomHD are still down, and that's a massive chunk of lost players. So when will they be back? Let's start with GomHD. They originally announced the attack on the 18th at about 2 PM, and they managed to bring the server back online about 13 hours later. That didn't last long though, and 7.5 hours later it was shut down again. They brought it back up just 3.5 hours later, only for it to again go down after just 2 hours of uptime. They managed to bring it back up half an hour later and kept it up for nearly 24 hours, but as I'm recording this video, the server has just gone down again and there hasn't been any updates since. Even though we don't really have an expected date for the server to become stable again, the crashes are becoming less and less frequent and shorter each time, so I expect this one will take care of itself within a few days. Next up is Hypixel, the biggest server of all time and the one you probably came here for. For about 5 days, the server has been off and on constantly, as Hypixel and their provider battle the attackers to stay in control. As of the time I'm recording this video, Hypixel's staff team are about 80% done with the maintenance needed to bring the server back online, hopefully to stay. So I would expect Hypixel to come back maybe by tomorrow, the 21st, or the day afterwards if something comes up. And lastly, we have 2B2T, which is kind of a wild card. 2B2T's management and ownership has been mysterious for a long time, with the original owner leaving in 2014 and supposedly passing it on to an anonymous friend. Because of that, we don't really get a lot of communication from the staff team. All we know is that the test server is currently online, and the normal server should be back up soon, though they don't have an estimated time. So, as I said, a bit of a wild card. It could be up tomorrow, it could be down for another week, who knows. But hopefully, with a bit of luck, Minecraft's cyber war is coming to a close. That is it, hope you all enjoyed the video. A sequel to the DDoSing history video was a sequel I never thought I'd have to make, but I leave on vacation for 1 week and I come back to the entire Minecraft community set on fire, so that's fun. This video is being made as the situation unfolds, even though it probably will be uploaded later than that, so there might also be a follow-up video from me since the servers are still down and the guy behind the attacks is still at large. Huge thank you again to FragProShooter, I really genuinely do love their game, and I'm probably going to go play it after this video is done, so check it out if mobile shooter games are your thing. I think you'll really like it. Also, let me know how you like the new changes I'm making to my videos, trying to improve the writing, voiceover, add cool intros, everything I can, basically. But yeah, nothing else to say other than thank you for watching, and have a good one. Peace.